Hi everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm going to be participating in Thrifty Thursday, which is an open collaboration hosted by Sherry of Turquoise Dreaming, and I'll put her links below. And if you check out her channel, she has a whole Google Doc of people who are also doing this. So it's always interesting to see what other people find. I've got glue all over my fingers because I've just been finishing off some stuff. So I went down to my secondhand collectible shop that just around the corner from me, where I get some bargains. And I got this huge bag, literally this huge bag of cards, and I just picked them up and I've tossed a whole heap out because they had just dirt and rotten. Anyway, it wasn't a very pleasant experience trying to get rid of some of them. But I kept a lot of them because I just thought they would be fantastic for creating folders and maybe some little mini journals. They're ones I wouldn't use in a journal as is. I mean, I could possibly use this one because it's quite pretty and covered over that one. But a lot of the others are just, well, that one's very retro. You could use that one, I suppose. But some of them are just a bit, you couldn't use as they were. But these are the ones I thought I could use in a journal straight away. But the other cards had some fun things, like these are bookmarks. Aren't they cute? I just thought they were cute. Whether I'll give them to anybody, I don't know. With my grandchildren, I don't know. They're just so adorable. This was not a bookmark. It's just it was off a card. It's just a foam magnet thing of a mobile phone. Back in the day when those looked like a Nokia phone. I reckon I used to have one of those. I just thought it was just cute. I might just give it to one of my grandchildren to play with. Anyway, so these are the cards I kept. So there's this one. I apologise, it's probably a little bit glary. A lot of these cards are quite old, I think. Just had to dust them off, some of them. This is just really old paper, like that one. These are, I thought they could all be used just as they were. This is very tall, so I don't know if I could use this one as is as a journal. I could actually make it into a journal on its own. It's a good size. Good size. It's actually a good size for a journal, that one. Just like that one because of the colours. That's rather cute. This image here is a Victorian image. I could fussy cut that out. Not too sure about the image on that one, whether I would keep it or whether I'll just use cover at the front and it's just a really lovely card on the inside. Same for that one. I could possibly use that bit here. I don't know. Ooh. This is a, what's wrong with this card? Is this a, oh, I see. Just looks like it's pasted stuck down there as well. So I thought it was a triple fold card, but it's not. I just like the colours on that one. I just thought that was really interesting. Be fantastic in a journal. That one will be lovely. I've still got bits and pieces, so I've dusted them. This was a bit bright, but I suppose you could use it. There's a bright journal card. I love this one with a muted sort of background, and this is sort of like raised embossed images here. I just love that picture. Sorry if it's glary. This looks gorgeous with the little child with all the trees. And I love the saying, children are the true connoisseurs. What precious to them has no price, only value. How true. I thought this one could be used as in a journal as well. Just if you could just cover that bit up there. And I loved it. This is my favourite image of them all. This one. This is gorgeous. Sorry, it's just glittery and shiny. And sorry. It's just gorgeous. I love that one. So that was what I picked out of the very huge bag of cards. There was another bag, and I am denied about picking up the other bag, and I thought, no, just one's plenty. And of course, came with all these awesome envelopes. Lots of, like, some of them are faded around the edges, but I think that gives it a little bit of character. This is a beautiful craft envelope there. Some of the envelopes are just got the embossing, and they're just really old. You can feel they're old. Like this one's really old. That just feels soft and different. And this one's, I like the square shape of that one. just basically just picked up, I threw out again. I just tossed out a whole heap of them because they were a bit grotty, a bit gross. But I just kept those, and I think I'll have to make another envelope journal because I've got just too many envelopes. It's just ridiculous. And then from the Shame shop, I got this little book, The Bear's Picnic by Blackie. Blackie is a Scottish publisher, and I just picked it up because it's just cute. Look at all the sewing. It's just sewn across the pages. It's just cute. It reminds me of the other one I picked up a while ago. I can see it just off the top of my head. This one here, Dirty Bear Tale, which I shared a good while ago now. I just picked it up because I just thought, I've been sitting in, umming and ahhing every time I go in there. I pick it up and I'm thinking, but I picked it up today. I just thought, I can't leave it there any longer. It's just lovely. Really lovely. And of course, like a lot of children's books, it doesn't have a date. Of course, it doesn't have a date. And then they had, for the first time I've seen, some little golden books, but they're not new, they're not old, they're new. So this one is renewed 1985. I think I've shown you that. I don't think I've shown you that one before. And the Bunny's ABC, 1985. I don't know if I've shown you this one before. They're all, I just love the animal ones with the little golden books. They're just really, now wouldn't that be hard to guess? I reckon that would be really hard to guess if you were a child. Ermine. Who would know what an ermine was? I bet you not very many adults know what an ermine was either. It's just a winter stoat. I just think it's hard. That was hard. I suppose they went for animals. I suppose you've got to pick what animals you can find with that leather. But I think the little rabbit all the way through is cute. He's got a brush and a comb for the yak. Making a snowman walrus. And the end, zebra. I just think that's adorable. Excuse me a minute. So I picked them up as well because they were only $1 each. And then they had a little bag of other goodies. The unfortunate thing with these ones is these email stickers. They've obviously left them all together in a pile. And over time, they've just all stuck together. I've put them in the microwave a little bit just to sort of unbend them a little bit. But I don't think I can actually get them away from each other because they're just all stuck down to make one great big huge, almost like card like. So that's a bit disappointing that I can't pry them off because I reckon they would be really good to add as a little extra little thing in a journal. See, it's just stuck. Oh, well that's come undone. The others are all, the others are just all stuck. So just going to show how old they are. Look, that was a bit dirty, but maybe I can scan them because we don't use stickers like that anymore, so that was good. And then in this bag there was a bunch of tickets, 1966 tickets, so that'd be good. I'll probably scan them too. Anything I scan, I've been putting them in my Etsy shop later, so I've got lots of original ephemera as digitals in my shop now. And there's some old photos. They're pretty, not in very good condition, but still, they're cute, adorable. This obviously came from a photograph album, and I think this is really old because this but I'm not going to try and prise them off. They've been stuck down well and truly. But my husband and I were looking at these, and we think that these ones are the Blue Mountains. There's snow on this one. There's snow? I reckon there's snow on that one. I reckon there's snow on this one as well. This looks like an old building. It's got Hermit's something or other here with the bell on it. But we're not too sure. We thought that looked like Blue Mountains, but maybe it's in Europe because this looks European. And you can tell by the dress it's pretty old. They're pretty old photos. And this one's really blurry, but I just think they're just awesome. Trouble is, if I'd have to, this was pretty awful, so I don't mind that one discarding. I'll probably keep that one and chop that one up. Just thought that would be interesting. In the same bag there was this. This is almost fibrous. It's almost like watercolor paper, that thick paper, but I don't know if it is. And it's 1958, so that's actually 1 year younger than me. And it comes from the Premier of South Australia, which is where I live. In 1958, it was sent to somebody for Christmas. So these are begonias. At Norton Summit is in the Adelaide Hills, so not very Christmassy like, but still. So somebody got that card from the Premier. The Premier is the main person who oversees, is the leader of the party in power at the moment, and that's what his name is in Australia, is the Premier. And the Prime Minister is the whole of Australia. So we've got that, and then there was 2 of these awesome things. And they've either been cut in half or they're already like that, and they must be pretty old because I've not heard of these, but this date is 1940 something or other. So this is obviously used in 1940 something or other, in the 1940s, and then if you when you wanted to order something, maybe where aerated waters, tonic oils, vinegar, syrups, etc. If you wanted to order something, you would put the date in here, and these were issued in 1940. So first time ever I've got some original paperwork. I shouldn't say that because I've got some original stuff from Nat, which is really lovely, and some from Donna at Believe Cottage Crafts. Then there's this other one from the same brewery. It's another order form. And it comes like that, so I reckon that's fabulous. What kind of juices could you get? Icy champagne, really? Oh, okay. So I wonder what a Gee Whiz was. Icy champagne was a sweet, non-alcoholic drink by the looks of things. Gee Whiz, I've never heard of that one. So I love sarsaparilla. And you get ice blocks. Is a syrup. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that was. There was as an ice block that we know of, as an ice block, actually as an ice block. No idea. And you can get them in gallons. Oh God, that's an old measurement. Old English lager, bitter ale. Isn't that fascinating? Never heard of half of those. And then there was this really, really old document. It's so faded, and the paper is almost like glassine paper because it's just so thin. I'm going to have to be very careful how I keep this. I might have to put it on the back of another bit of paper. It's got a watermark running through it as well. It's a 4 dozen binder oilers, 1 dozen common tin wash-ups, 2 round hooped strap tubs, 1 oval hooped and strapped tub. You can only just see that 2 and 6, 4 and 6. So this is pounds, shillings and pence. And there were tin and iron workers in Granville Street, which is in the city CBD of Adelaide, and I've never heard of it, so it obviously doesn't exist anymore. Unless Simpson was a company that also made washing machines in the 60s and 70s. I don't even know if they exist anymore, whether they're being bought out by somebody. Anyway, this particular docket is in the 3rd of December 1914. Unbelievable. It's still got it, and it's in pretty good condition except for that last little bit there. I don't know how to, whether I'll put it on the back, like I said, whether I'll put it on the back of the other paper. I don't know. I don't want to put sticky tape on it. That'll just ruin the whole thing. So if you've got any suggestions about how I can keep this bit of paper, and stop it from ripping anymore, whether I should put it on the back of another bit of paper, let me know. That'd be really good. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm going to sit here and think about how I'm going to put this together again. Thanks so much for joining me today. We'll see you again next time. Bye bye.